Hey guys, welcome back. This is C-Rock, and here we are back in our Egyptian campaign. About to siege Medwaya, I guess is how you would say that. I have no idea. We're gonna wait one more turn because that'll give us another siege ram there, and we are gonna go ahead and check on the economy up here and build some farms. Or do I want to build some Hellenic? Trying to decide what else to build here. There's so much to choose from, you know. I'm gonna go on to the next turn. We decide to build nothing. The Seleucids have still not decided to attack me, even though they have 4 armies. I'd like to know who designed this wonderful AI. You know, they are the best AI ever. That was sarcasm, by the way. Anyway, still going through attrition on this siege here, but we're gonna go ahead and attack this time around because I had to go ahead and I wanted to bring around this 3rd army. And now that we can bring in the 3rd army, we can go and switch around some of our troops. Mostly our catapults. We want to go ahead and put in the attacking army, and our archers also, you know. That way they can go ahead and back up our other troops. So now, looking here what I can go ahead and switch around. And we're going to go ahead and have 3 armies helping me attack. I probably could have switched around quite a bit more, but oh well. I think that's good enough. And we have 4 siege towers, 8 ladders, I think, and 2 siege rams. Or no, 6 ladders. Each ladder thing is, I think, 3, something like that. Here we are in the battle. And I had forgotten to go ahead and save the replay of this, so I'm just going to go ahead and quickly place all the guys around. And basically I surround their city with my all my siege works, and leave most of my siege towers in the front there. And now we shall start. And I can use my catapults to knock down there. That side of the wall. And we can go ahead and use those siege towers later on. But we're going to go ahead and get everything in range. These siege towers are already, I think, medium siege towers or something like that. Apparently I was able to upgrade my general enough. And these siege towers actually fire scorpions or arrows from them, so that's nice. So really I can just go ahead and move them on in. This was instead of even keeping them back, and they'll actually go ahead and take out a few of the guys on the walls. And this is what siege towers were mostly used for a lot, was just elevated firing platforms, you know, in ancient times. I'm going to go ahead and move up all my archers to go ahead and get in range to fire too. And move up my reserves. I do have reinforcements coming in there. They have come onto the battlefield now, and we'll be using them. So, to talk on some news for the channel, I'm still continuing my one in particular game playthrough of Far Cry Primal, and that will be hopefully finished by the end of the month or something. I don't know. That's gonna still be live because I feel like I get more views that way, or it's just easier to do. You know, I don't really need to do that many cuts through that, in my opinion. So I'll be continuing to do that live. I believe after this we might end up doing, or I might end up putting on some videos from a multiplayer that I am doing, a head-to-head that I'm doing with my cousin. So we might put a few of those videos up, just of the battles. That's in Attila, by the way, or actually it's in Charlemagne. I've found that now the multiplayer is a little bit actually more challenging. A little more challenging than I thought. That's the first multiplayer campaign I've ever played in Charlemagne. It's a little more interesting. But back to this, we are moving up our reinforcements here, and I have quite a few reinforcements. We have we had a whole 3 armies backing me on up, but so we have 40 men on the battlefield now, and we haven't attacked from this side yet with my siege works, but eventually we will. We'll go ahead and surround the whole place, but I want to go ahead and move these guys on, since I did not have any guys really protecting that area. I could go ahead and even move that entire army there, my reinforcements, over to this side, over have them cross the river there, of this in particular city. But first we're gonna go ahead and take out that tower over there with those catapults. I've noticed that the catapults have more ammo now, but they are the reason why I do not use fire shots from some of my catapults some of the time is because they are more accurate with non-fire catapults. My archers there doing whatever the heck they want to do. I don't know why they're really close to the wall. And this is right about the time where I decide, you know what, we got a limited amount of time to take this place. Let's go ahead and just waltz on in here with our siege towers. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and move up the siege towers. I could not put a siege tower on there, which was kind of surprising. I guess it had to do with the rocks and the fact that it was on a hill. So I decided to pull the siege tower over to the left side, that wall over there, instead of. I will decide to do that later on. I'm gonna stop it and then go ahead and pull it over there. I can use some of my reinforcements, not all of them, but a few of the skirmisher, the levies, to go ahead and put them over there. I wanted to bring in the pikemen over to the other side, because really all I have to do is go ahead and take control of the capture point for this city, because it has one, and it's really not heavily guarded, the capture point for this city. And I struggle to try and see how much health that in particular tower has left, or even have them fire on it. So we're gonna move them over there. We're gonna move these guys to go ahead and continue to take that those towers there. And it looks like they had some guys come out of the walls there to go ahead and attack me. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually fire them down, concentrate on them. They do have some elephants too. And I'm going to go ahead and order them to go ahead and go over there to the other wall right there. And we brought up our reinforcements. And we're going to have the rest of this army to go ahead and cross this extremely small bridge when that tower gets taken out, which is at 56% now. And now we can go ahead and start taking this capture point over there. There's only really the general's the only guy that's on it. It looks like it. I wanted to go ahead and capture that one tower there, so I could stop them from moving across the bridge. Maybe kill a few of them as they come across. I do have one of my guys already wavering because they do not have the towers yet. The towers are taking a lot damage to me, along with they do have quite a fair bit of archers. I was able to go ahead and barter down the front doors there, and I decided to bring my guys on back because I wasn't sure if I'm just going to go ahead and use them to just attack. And plus, I figured I could go ahead and at least get control of that wall right there, and with the siege towers. We were to go ahead and knock out that tower, and now I can just move everybody across this one bridge there. So it's gonna be a very crowded bridge. They all move across there. Then we can bring them on in through this gate right there. There are a lot of bridges in this town here, you know, since it's got a nice river running right through it. I think this is also the same model of town, maybe it's a little bit bigger actually, that they use for most of the Mesopotamian cities, so like Babylon and everything, or the Seleucid cities as they are now. We'll be taking them over later on. I'm gonna go and move up these reinforcements, the reserves that I have. And now that I have this big group, I can go ahead and move them on in. And continue to move these guys across the bridge. We're gonna go ahead and send the elephants on in a little early, because I can do so. I figure they might help with the army that is attacking the general right now, because I didn't bother to wait for him. I figured I could just go ahead and take out just that one army of the general before they get anybody over there. Even if they are still trying to get some guys over there, you can kind of see that they're realizing, oh no, he's going to take the capture point, which is all the computer seems to really care about. We have captured this gate over here, so we can go and pull this entire right side on through. And as I continue to try and get my men up on the walls, and they are burning some of my siege towers pretty well too. Yeah, they're using their horse archers over there to go ahead and whittle away my troops. And now they've brought over their elephants over there on, so we're gonna have some elephant on elephant action. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and get some of my skirmisher guys, or my javelin throwing troops, to go ahead and go on in. But they can't get there in time, so we lose the gate, unfortunately. So they can't get in that easily. But I do get my horses on in, I believe. So we decide to try and maybe burn down the gate. I don't think I end up doing so. Nope, they have them to get on through. I thought the gate had went neutral already. Their other group is about to crash on in through my guys over here. I tried to get them to toss off their javelins beforehand, but it did make their elephants rampage, which is usually a sign that the elephants will die pretty soon. We're gonna end up sending up more guys up the siege tower over there. Moving our elephants to go ahead and help out with this fight over here, and they are now starting to move a few units across the river now, as you can see. But I am making progress on taking out a few things. One of my groups did go ahead and one of my units did go ahead and rush the gate there. I don't recall asking them or telling them to. What they did so anyways. Now they're stuck there. So they're going to have to just pile on through and just continue to fight there. Not sure why they went through the gate there. But oh well. So I'm going to have to send up one of these spearmen through the tower, the siege ladder that I have over there, and I'm going to go ahead and have them recapture the gate. And then I can go ahead and send the rest of that army on through. We have almost killed their general over here, and now they've reinforced it enough to where it's kind of a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and bring my elephants over here, and I'm going to go ahead and try and wrap them around to have them attack from the behind the flank, and my horse archers too, as they are just waiting there with their units. Looks like my these guys are having some trouble getting up the siege tower. In the middle of the battle, I was just like wondering why they wouldn't go up the siege tower. Maybe they just don't like they're afraid of heights. Although I can't say I blame them on that note. So I decided to have them coming down, and we're just gonna go ahead and pile everybody on the front here. It appears the computer is broken with siege towers. We're gonna go ahead and have our elephants back up everybody from behind there, and have them fire their arrows, since they are an archer unit too. And I'm gonna bring those guys on down. I do have this all at like a little bit of a faster speed. That's why the music in the background is going a little fast. Maybe it just rarely sounds like that. I can't remember if I have it fast or not. So I'm going to bring these guys across and have them stay at the bridge. This battle isn't going too well, so I'm going to end up sending on in these guys. They're going to attack, fire arrows at the back of them. They've brought a elephant unit actually over in here. So I see that I can kill the elephants pretty easily by having the javelin guys throw javelins at them. And this pretty much kills the rest of their elephant group there. I even have them fire it at a particular point on there. And then I decide to retreat with them, since they're bringing in some more spearmen and some more archers too. And I wanted to go ahead and bring my light cav around the back to go ahead and attack the archers now. So, and tried to head me off with their spearmen. I was able to nick them right there, and now I'm gonna go ahead and take out those archers over there instead, because I feel like they're doing more harm to me. a little. Their guys are thankfully getting a little bit more weaker at the front there, as I try to just basically send everything on in through the front gate. They still have quite a bit of strength there at the front, though. So I'm probably not going to get through the front gate, I realize that. But we're already pretty much in the city with this one army, so that's no big deal. So we're just going to surround this army over here and take them on out. I can use these guys to take out the archers over there. So basically my army that was in front of the city, they are just a distraction army, and this is the actual real attack or assault here. And we are going to be using them to basically finish off the rest of this settlement or city. As I constantly spin around here. Has anybody gotten vertigo yet? As I'm watching this. Next time I'll end up saving the replay, and we'll be watching it not live. A little bit less chaotic, I guess, right? So we're gonna go ahead and bring these guys back on up. I have ordered the elephants to go in and attack. And we're going to go ahead and ask these guys to just basically flank the right side of that army, as we have these spearmen attack those guys. We're seeing how packed in like sardines they have this gate. It's really packed in. They're trying to plug a hole. I don't think they really need to be doing that, but oh well. I don't know how helpful that is. As I basically finish up what they have of an army over here. We're using our general's abilities. Because these are both my generals over here. And we can use these guys to go ahead and move in and attack them. Yeah, take them off fire at will, because some of them have javelins. And I can use these guys to basically stop them from crossing the bridges and coming to help. Because we're going to get control of the capture point in a little bit here. And I ended up losing sight of what was going on over there with the horse skirmishers. They're going to end up basically all being killed. My elephants are now routing. I kind of just was trying to end it here, you know, tossing everything on in. Not being really watching what was going on with my troops. Taking my time at least, you know. So we decided to just toss these guys on in here, as I decided to bring around both my generals on one side to go ahead and attack them from the back. And my elephants have also frozen, so this is right about the time where they're not even moving. They have frozen on the battlefield. They will actually start moving again, so they will pick up again. I think some of their retreating forces have frozen too, as you can see. So the AI has completely lost it. There they go. They're starting to move again, and they retreat. Right as we're moving on in with our general. And I'm gonna go and pull him back. And there my elephants have started retreating again. They've come back to life. That's the first time that's ever happened to me on this computer. My desktop one. I've had an actual freeze in this game. Quite rare. Although my graphics are kind of high on this. This is at very high or high settings. It runs pretty well, surprisingly, for only having an RX 480, you know. But this is an older game from 2013, so it should run wonderful, right? Anyway. So we're continuing to move around these army that was coming up from the left-hand side. And they're going to go ahead and just keep the front army busy as we finish off what's over here by the capture point with my generals and attack the back of these guys. They're all routing now, which is good news. And now I'm just rushing everybody in here to go ahead and just basically get control of the capture point, since we've finished off those guys. And now we're going to go ahead and stop them from crossing the bridge over there, because I think they're trying to start to realize, hey, we got to run a bunch of guys back. And this is right where I started to speed up the video, because it's just a countdown, because I now have the capture point and it is just counting down. We wanted to go ahead and capture the one tower right there that we don't have. That's that one. And we're gonna go ahead and send a few guys over there, but we want to also go ahead and take out these archers that are coming over here. I kind of forgot that was my general. I did throw him into a little bit too much there. Probably. You're going to have to send in everybody right here into the front there. As we surround the rest of the guys that are in the gate. And I'm going to go ahead and move these guys over here. You cannot capture a tower with horses or cavalry. You can make it go neutral, but it won't become yours. So that's something to keep in mind, I guess. So we're going to take out the rest of those archers right there and just mop up whoever else we can before these 47 seconds are up, or now it's 42. They were doing a good job over here of just making quite a few of my pikemen waver. So that was nice of them, I guess, right? Or an improvement, I guess. I don't know. As I have that one lone guy that's sitting there in the middle of the bridge. And that's the end of that battle there. Looks like we won, and I'll catch you guys next time. Hit like and subscribe. Bye.